I'm Dr. Suvarchala, Scientific Director with Ziva Fertility Centers. Sometimes during the treatment of infertility, a cycle could be cancelled or the chance of success could be advised as being low due to a cause called as thin endometrium. Today we'll try to understand what thin endometrium is, the causes, symptoms and the treatments for thin endometrium. So the endometrium basically is a layer that grows inside the uterus and it sheds in each menstrual cycle. It's this layer where the embryo also implants, and a thin endometrium refers to an endometrium lining which is less than 7 millimeter. There can be many reasons, but low estrogen is the main reason for thinning of this lining. So when estrogen levels are low, the endometrium does not respond to proliferation, to growth, and therefore the size of the endometrium remains very thin. Thin endometrium causes very little menstrual flow and can also be the cause for implantation failure. When the embryo is formed, when it reaches the endometrium, it does not implant because there is no proper blood supply to the endometrium. The embryo also does not implant. So this could also be one of the effects of thin endometrium. The uterine lining must approximately be 7 to 8 millimeters thick to implant an embryo successfully. That is, the blood supply is appropriate when it is 7 to 8 millimeters minimum. The thin endometrium then becomes a very important factor in conceiving, isn't it? Because if the blood supply is not good, the endometrium is not the right thickness, the embryo does not implant, therefore woman does not get pregnant. So we'll try to understand the causes of thin endometrium first before we move on to the symptoms and the treatment options. So thin endometrium can be caused due to hormonal imbalance. The lack of estrogen can be due to several things such as stress or unhealthy diet and some medications and general hormonal imbalance in the body. So hormonal imbalances can give rise to thin endometrium. PCOS also is one of the main causes of thin endometrium, affecting around 10% of reproductive age women. So due to PCOS also, the estrogen levels are low and therefore the endometrium does not grow. Age is another factor. This factor also is a very important factor because older women produce lower amounts of estrogen. Their ovaries produce very less estrogen. Therefore, this leads to thin endometrium. Poor blood flow. Like I said, the blood flow has to be good to every part of the body and similarly to the endometrium as well. The thickness of the endometrium is determined by the blood flow to the uterus. Insufficient blood flow to the uterus will cause thinning. Poor blood flow can also be because of smoking, because of overweight, obesity, high blood pressure, diabetes, and if you're taking birth control pills. So these could be the causes of poor blood flow to the endometrium as such. And then there is a problem of damaged endometrial lining. If there was a previous uterine infection like sexually transmitted diseases and so on and so forth, these can damage the lining and this can cause scar in the endometrium and which can lead to thin endometrium as well. Uterine fibroids, these are also one of the causes of thin endometrium. Fibroids are benign growths, as in they are non-cancerous, and they can be small or big. They can be so big that they can cause bulges in the uterus, and these fibroids can affect the chances of pregnancy and cause thin endometrium. Even if you have chronic endometritis, this refers to infection, isn't it? Or inflammation of the uterine lining, this can also cause chronic endometritis. Or if you have an abnormal menstrual cycle, this is because of hormonal disturbances, as I said. If the ovulation is not occurring properly also, endometrium can be thin. So what are the symptoms? You must have now understood what the symptoms are from the causes. Irregular or light periods. If your periods are lighter or irregular, this could imply that the endometrium is thin. Infertility is also one of the symptoms. So maybe the pregnancy is not happening because there is a thin endometrium, and there is inadequate bleeding during menstrual cycle also, because this means that the shedding of the endometrium does not happen, and many times there could be no symptoms also of the thin lining of the endometrium. So what are treatment options? Look, the endometrium is the innermost layer of the uterus, and optimal endometrium, like I said, should be 7 to 8 millimeters, and this is very crucial for regular menstrual cycle and a successful pregnancy. The endometrium treatment, for thin endometrium revolves around first finding out what the factors are, what are the causes of this, and then treating that. So hysteroscopy is a procedure that helps a surgeon look inside the uterus cavity with a camera, and then the surgeon evaluates aggravates the endometrial conditions. Uterine adhesions could be causing thinning. These can be removed in the same sitting, and signs of endometritis can also be identified. Any polyps or their fibroids, all these can be removed. And a culture of the endometrium, as in the tissue culture, a small tissue is taken out and sent for culture, and histopathological analysis will help us understand if there are any issues such as tuberculosis or something which is causing thin endometrium. All these also can be found out. There is another treatment option called platelet-rich plasma treatment. This is a newer mode of treatment, and it helps patients with thin endometrium. Now, PRP, platelet-rich plasma, is an analogous blood plasma enriched with platelets 4 to 5 times above normal. It can stimulate proliferation, regeneration with many growth factors. Now, PRP may aid in endometrial growth and its thickness. Estrogen therapy also helps. Exogenous estrogen, which is the hormone that helps endometrial growth, can contribute to the promotion of growth of endometrium, especially in women who have perimenopausal symptoms or early menopause, and they can be treated with exogenous estrogen. This is available as tablets or local application forms, etc., and they can help in causing the growth of endometrium to the optimal level and help you in achieving pregnancy. But majorly the issue is to find out what the cause is. If you wish to understand more about this, please feel free to contact us. Thank you. A lot of effort has gone into making this video. Please like and subscribe us. Thank you.